YouTube family, so it begins again. This young Dolph case takes a different type of twist, and I wanted to speak about it. That white Benz that was found, that was also connected to the high school shooting. That's right, educational purpose. Another high school situation that was before it. People dismissed it and danced around it as if they didn't want to talk about it, but we're gonna go deeper on that, on this particular shooting, if you guys don't mind. Now, this situation happened where we know about the young Dolph situations. We know about the I don't know, I'm trying to best respectful, because at the end of the day, anybody have a right to plead their innocence in court. Being that I'm not the judge, I watch certain things I say, if you understand what I mean. Now, when you go into a lot of this, you can clearly see some of the BS that was involved in it is not what we thought it was. Now, when I went to the young Dolph situations, you can see the Covington situations I was involved in it, and a whole lot. And the 5 suspects that they got currently were not the people I wanted y'all to just go away with saying, oh, this is just the guilty. You got to look at the little intricate of things. I like saying that word intricate a lot, because people do not pay attention to details. People do not look at the little things that started in the beginning of this madness. Now, one of the things was the high school shooting at the white Benz found area. Now, we know the city of Covington, they announced the situation November 12th, where, you know what I mean, shootings were going on, and that same white Benz was used in that particular shooting. And a lot of people act like they forgot about it. They don't speak about it anymore. Let's play some of them tapes and run through it, and I'll tell you why this is, you feel me, like a pivotal situation. Let's run that.
As that story unfolds, we just learned that Covington police believe a deadly shooting there last week may be related to the shooting of young Dolph. Covington Police Chief L.D. Lindsay just confirmed that his department believes this white Mercedes involved in young Dolph's shooting may also be involved in a shooting on South College Street and West Church Avenue. Chief Lindsay also confirmed now that one of the victims in that shooting, Anita Wilson, has sadly died from her injuries. The other victim is still recovering. Covington police say they're working with Memphis police, but they cannot release any further details at this time.
Now, you see what they were saying on that, and the whole speculations of it. Now, there were more news related to that shooting situation with the vehicle, but before we get to that, I want to read up on an article so it can make sense to some of y'all who probably think this is an open shut case, and even if it is, y'all think that's the actual guilty verdicts and straight drop is y'all man's, but then you don't really care about the Dolph situation if you don't want to actually go in deeper into it. Now, we know a lot of etc was being said, right? So they played the part of being quiet. Now, the man who's been killed near the home of where police believe they discovered the white Mercedes Benz used as the getaway, I also allegedly think this is one of the alleged other shooters who got, you know, killed, but we'll go into that on a separate video. We don't want to talk about this now. Now, what we want to talk about is the Covington situation. It goes deep. Now, according to the Covington leader, that is, on November 21, that's when they talk to the people, but it's from the November 12th case. A high school football player and mother and another woman were educational purposely killed and critically injured nearly 2 weeks after leaving a football game. You know, that was 2 weeks ago. That means from November 21, they're talking about from the November 12 span. They were shot at the corner of South College and Church Street in Covington, Tennessee, about an hour from that situation. You know what I mean? So an hour from the situation, we know about the educational purpose drive-by and the run-up. Now, they said about an hour from Memphis at the time, the two individuals were in a car when another vehicle, which was the white Benz, that pulled up beside them and let off 40 rounds with an assault rifle. Now, before I read the rest of this clip, y'all need to go ahead and read some of the rest of the things and listen to it from a news perspective and hear what they had to say about it.
Tonight, a third arrest in connection to the killing of beloved Memphis rapper Young Dolph.
Shondell Barnett, the man you about to see here, is from Memphis, but he's accused of helping Justin Johnson evade arrest in another state. He's now facing charges of being an accessory after the fact.
All right, on top of that, Justin Johnson and Cornelia Smith are charged with first-degree murder and a list of other crimes. U.S. Marshals teamed up with Memphis Police and the District Attorney's Office for an update today.
Yeah, we brought you that news conference live this afternoon. Authorities shared details of their investigation and what led them to Justin Johnson, as well as how Cornelia Smith had been in custody tied to the carjacking of a white Mercedes.
And it is that same Mercedes officers say was used as the getaway car in young Dolph's murder. We now know that car was stolen from a woman at a gas station in East Memphis.
Yeah, police say they discovered Smith's fingerprints on the car. WREG's Shay Arthur tracked down the owner of that white Mercedes and has her reaction to the unfolding of this case tonight. Shay?
Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Greg. Yeah, as you can imagine, she said the last few months have been pretty tough. It was actually that car owner's relative that was driving the car at the time of the crime. She was actually on the phone with her when it happened. Take a listen to this.
As investigators searched for young Dolph's killers, they looked for this white Mercedes. We've now learned it was stolen from a woman at this gas station off Kirby Road a week before the murder. The 22-year-old driver at the time, who made the quick stop just after 7:30 at night, had borrowed the car from a relative. We talked to that relative today. For safety concerns, she asked us not to identify her.
And I'm just so glad that she wasn't killed, because these guys are killers.
The victim told police 2 men armed with assault rifles came up and demanded the car. One of them hit her in the face with the barrel of the gun. The young woman called her relative as this happened. She didn't immediately give up the car.
When she calls you when this is happening, what is going through your mind?
I really thought they were going to kill her. I mean, that's all I was thinking. I'm going to hear, her die right here on the phone. She's going off, and, she was standing up for herself, and even at one point, kept them from possibly putting her in the car with them.
Eventually, the men got the car keys and drove off. A week later, a picture of the car is broadcast out, believed to be the getaway car in young Dolph's murder. Then, days later, officers discovered it behind an abandoned home in Orange Mound. The victim's relative tells us the young woman still has anxiety from the incident.
A little trauma resurfaced just from all of it coming back up. It was really hard on her.
She says while she only had the Mercedes, her dream car for a few months, property can be replaced. She now thinks of young Dolph's family as they deal with their loss.
My heart goes out to the people that were, hurt by this group of people that are not okay.
And reminds everyone tonight to always stay alert wherever they go.
And other people could possibly be connected to that carjacking. If you think you know anything, call Crime Stoppers at number 901-528-CASH. We're live downtown tonight. Shay Arthur, WREG, News Channel 3.
If you were born between 1956 and 1990, you need...
Now, as you can see in this case, it was a back and forth situation that kept going and going as far as who were the people in the November 12th case. I'll also be doing a separate video on that because it'll make sense when you look into more why this part is being played. We got to do this the right way, y'all. We got to do it like the news team in a proper way. Now, with young Dolph case, that white Benz being connected to those allegations and the football shootings, a lot of people forgot where the trajectory of that coming from. That lady is a key witness in the case, y'all. You hearing me? I know allegedly from that woman giving her testimony of that carjacking, they're going to try to make her identify Cornelia Smith and Justin Johnson, aka Straight Drop. And after that, even Shondell Barnett, who's missing. There's a reason why Shondell Barnett did the race. I'ma just say allegedly when you go deeper into it. Too much connections involved, but that man know the deal, how deep it is. That man don't need y'all to tell them. All you gotta do is look at what they showed out there on the screens of it, and you can see the get back was kind of real. But you stay tuned for the second part of this video, y'all, so y'all can see why that female from the football game, the witness who's seen what happened, because when they stole her vehicle to use it on that murder drill. But I need y'all to pay attention to what's going going on out here, because folks is just satisfied with the police case and thinking it just is what it is. And you thinking, oh, I heard about that vehicle already, this is old. No, it's not, chief. Y'all ain't paying attention to it and not looking at the vital keys, what the feds and folks is you or the state, whichever main justice system they're using right now, these are the key parts they're gonna use. Don't be acting like a fool when you see this be the actual truth and you be like, oh, I didn't know. Yes, you did. You clicked on the channel and you seen the information we've been giving you. Facts. And it's substantiated, it's backed up, and it is what it is. People don't have to like it, but the truth is always gonna be the truth. You hear me? Look, man, subscribe to the platform I Smoke Hip Hop Live. We just bring cold card hitting truth in a right way, the true way, man. Love your family, love your kids, and most definitely listen to me, kings and queens. Stay blessed out here. Keep your head on the swivel. You feel me? The Most High done gave y'all some righteous beliefs, but if you go away from that aspects to just going part of the go get along and just saying anything for that little flame or 60 seconds of clout, nah, bro. If you cared about that, man, do what's right. Stand up, say his name the true way, the right way. Look, I'm your guy, DJ Bless One. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed.